And next one from there is, I used to know this as which is the inside of the cheekbone. Okay, there's just above the teeth here. Come on. Stop there. Here. And press that. You can feel it. It's known on other charts as the Okay. You see that? It's just inside the cheekbone. And you can feel it because it hollows in. Okay. So this one's really good. If he grabs hold of my neck or something like that, then I can go into to get him off. It's very, very sensitive. And just around it is the actual muscles of the jaw. So you can feel it from the teeth, and then you've got the jaw muscle, and you can just press on that, and those work. You press it's inside. So imagine where the teeth are, just on the outside of the teeth. It's on the edge of the muscle. There. So that's very, very. And if you get hit in it, even with just a knuckle, there's a lot of pain. The ear, grab hold of it, and you can manipulate the guy by his ears. This part of the ear doesn't hurt that much, but it does if you start screwing it up. You can get all the parts of it, and you can drag him by it. And if you drag him by it, then he's pulling lots of internal parts of the ear, and it becomes more painful because of that. Okay. But the main pressure point of the ear is to slap them, so you then burst the ear out. It's best done with both sides at once, so you get a compounded effect. Yeah. Just on one, the pressure goes out in one ear, out the other, basically. You might get a stingy ear, but when you get both of them, if you do it hard enough, you'll burst the eardrum. They'll have blood coming out of the ear, they'll fall unconscious. It's a very major point. Okay? Most of the time you might be just grabbing hold of the ear so you pull into a punch or something. Then we've got our pen again. A pen in an eardrum is, you only have to imagine the pain that you would get with a pen in the eardrum. The next one is to grab hold of the mouth. It's a fish hook. This is very useful for getting hold of people and doing other stuff. Okay, I won't do too much to Darren, who's the mate. But I've actually used this one in a real fight, and I was fighting a boxer. And it was a bit of a surprise for him, so he grabbed by the mouth. And then I did a backward roll, dragging him around with them. So it was very soon on the canvas. Okay. Okay, this point is just under the ear. You feel the groove there. It's directly just under the ear. Okay. If you press it too sustained and too long, it'll be sore for a long time. So just there. So if you're going to get it up, come on. He's not going anywhere. Okay. Very, very painful. It's very good if you've got sort of lock in this position, and then you press him there. You can control him just from that. Okay. So it's very good for control. If he tries to grab hold of you or something like that, then I can take the will away. Yeah? And you can do it with both hands, but it's not necessary. There's quite a lot of pain involved. So, okay, thanks. Okay, the jaw. Most people think the jaw is a joint, as in sort of like a ball joint, and it's connected to the skull, but it isn't. It's only connected with muscle and tendons and things. So just relax. Yeah, so you can move it from side to side. Now, normally with the jaw, there's a pressure point, because if you get hit in the side of the jaw, this happens. Yeah. It can do damage to the inside of the mandible. Proper name for it. And so it's easy to knock them out, because, and there's a lot of pain involved, because it can cause pain in the actual jaw because it tears the muscles and things. Another thing that can happen if you get hit or kicked in the side is that the teeth grind together, so you can end up with breaking teeth and things. And you can also, if you've got your tongue flapping about and your mouth open, you can end up with someone hitting the jaw, and then you jam your tongue in between the teeth and things, and it causes a lot of problems and a lot of pain. From personal experience, I got roundhouse kicked in the 1970s, and needed any fillings, but there was bits of teeth all over my mouth afterwards. So when you're fighting, keep your teeth together. Is a good advice. Okay, so that's for the jaw. The mandible itself just has pressure points and things, but the muscle under, and we'll do that next. Over the top, there's not really much going on there. But if you hit the jaw at the right angle, you'll twist the head this way, and it will twist the head, and then it will spin the brain in the skull, and that can cause a knockout, as most people know. Even hitting the jaw downwards can bring it down, again rattling the brain in the skull to the side. And the position you want is this, where it turns this way, and this can be done by this sort of movement, which is where you'll see pressure points where they're going like this, and they're actually just doing that, and that will actually cause knockout. The jaw itself is not causing the knockout. The knockout is caused by the action of the head and the brain in the skull spinning around. Okay, so the thing with the jaw itself, it will hurt, yeah, and it may even break the jaw, but not necessarily knock you out. But the movement, even with an open hand and one on the head here, can be enough to knock you out. A little bit harder than that. Yeah? Even then you feel it. So it's the action of the brain in the skull that's causing the knockout, not the damage to the actual jaw. So.